Hey everybody, it's Dr. G with Windmill Wellness Center, and I am here with Sean. Super Sean. He has been a client of Windmills for well over a year. His whole family is here now, so I just wanted to kind of chat with Sean for a couple minutes to explain to you why he's here and what's going on.
Thanks.
Absolutely. So Sean, before you started coming in, what was it that precipitated you coming in and seeing if we can help you?
I had 5 bulging discs and was recommended from a neurosurgeon that I get operated on and have surgery, which I did not want to do. So I sought out a lot of other methods. I went to a number of different chiropractors. Lisa Jenkins recommended Dr. G and Windmill, and I knew right away there was something different. And after you explained a few things of what your differences were, your approach, when I first came here, I was doing a lot of physical therapy. I think I did at least 12, 16 weeks physical therapy at the other doctor's advice, and where I was at was I still couldn't consistently pull my keys out of my front pocket, so it was really tough. That's where I was at the beginning.
Okay. Wow, I know it's amazing how it was. So what Sean's talking about, we do some very, very specific, very advanced techniques that are very gentle, incredibly effective, starting at the brainstem, all of them focusing on the nervous system, because your body's made to heal itself, and when we remove that interference, things change. And that's what we're going to talk about. What's happened in the last year plus since you started here?
So I did a lot of things. I started physical therapy before I was really coming here. I started to just walk more because I couldn't physically work out.
Sure.
I couldn't do a jumping jack. I couldn't. It's tough to drive.
Right.
So I started walking. I changed my diet, and I started seeing Dr. Nick at the time, Dr. Camille,
Sure.
and Dr. G, and I think I started off at 3 times a week.
Yeah.
In the beginning.
Yeah, things were pretty bad, so we were pretty aggressive with the schedule. Yeah.
And now I think I'm here every other week, every 2-3 weeks or so, and my whole family's here, and I can do a lot more things. I can do yoga poses. I can raise my arm. I can pull my keys out of my pocket, and I can. I couldn't do push-ups before, but now I can do modified and certainly some push-ups on my even supporting on my right side, so I can do
Awesome.
things.
That's awesome.
I can actually jog and it not hurt.
Right, I was just going to say that. You guys just did the hot chocolate run, right?
5K, yeah.
5K, and I've seen you riding your bike, and
Yeah.
so you're physically able to do a lot more, which
I was able
really,
to swing.
really awesome.
Yeah, things I couldn't do before. I couldn't ride my bike
Right.
because I couldn't put my weight on it.
Right,
I
absolutely.
couldn't swing a golf club. I could if I just used my left, but even then it would tweak it and hurt, right?
Sure.
So I can do those things now, and I'm still a little cautious. I couldn't bowl. I can do that again. It's amazing. I literally couldn't use a pencil before.
Sure.
For the longest time. It was painful.
Yeah. It's so exciting to see the changes.
I forgot about all
I know, isn't it? Well, I mean, once it's gone, and thankfully we can forget about it and just move forward, but it is good to revisit, because there are a lot of people watching this that are thinking surgery is their only option, or they have no idea what to do, and it seems so bad and so advanced, and they've had all this advanced testing, been to all these super duper doctors, and they don't know what else to do. That's why we love people to come check us out, so we can talk to them and see if and how we can help them, because there have been pretty amazing things, just like Sean. It's not an exception to see Sean's story. We see this all the time in here, so we like sharing these stories so we can inspire you guys that there is hope, there are other options, and we are not your typical chiropractor, so we're not going to twist and pop you around. We're going to assess you, we're going to examine you, we're going to focus on the nervous system, especially the brainstem, because that's when the magic happens, when you remove all that interference. So last question, your whole family's here. What would you suggest to someone who is thinking about, I wonder if chiropractic's for me, and I wonder if Windmill is for me? What would you suggest?
Do a lot of research, and I certainly did, and I've also had experience at a number of chiropractors in the past. So just know your options, trust yourself. If you don't want to have surgery, don't just listen to other advice. I mean, seek out more answers. That's what I certainly did. I did not want surgery, and I tried everything that I possibly could. And from the way you described, the neurological difference with the brainstem,
Right.
and certainly the other parts of my back, it absolutely is true. There was no popping.
Right.
I think the first time I actually cracked my back where there was anything, it might have been like 4 or 5 months into our relationship,
Sure.
and I'm like, oh, I actually cracked my back. So it was very, very mild and very, say holistic, because I don't think that's necessarily the right word,
Sure.
but I can't think of a better word to describe
That's okay.
it. So just feel comfortable in whatever methodology you're working with,
Absolutely.
and know thyself, and trust that you'll find the right place to go.
You bet. I think that's great advice. That's why we like doing our initial visit, because we want to answer your questions. We want to do a nerve scan and see what's going on, to even see if this is the right place and the technique, if the techniques we use are even right for you. And if they are, it's a great match. And if it's not, we'll find where you need to go. So that's totally okay. So, Sean, thank you. Appreciate your wisdom. Appreciate you sharing your story.
Absolutely.
Because that will change people's lives. I don't care where they are in the world. But if they seek the right type of care for themselves, it's going to change their life. Avoid surgery if that's not the route they need to go. And that's super exciting. So,
Yeah.
thank you very much, sir.
Thank you,
I love
Dr.
it.
G.
Excellent. Till next time, this is Dr. G. Your health matters.